Hey guys, if you're watching this video, that means you've chosen to draw this image of the maple leaves for your contour drawing. So the major details you want to include are the outlines of all the leaves. And for that, I am including the kind of leaves that are curled up over here and over here, not just the ones that are all nice and flat like that. We also want all the branches, and you want to include the leaf veins that are visible. Okay? So let's get into this. Just like we went over in class for contour drawing, first thing you want to do is pick a point to start at, right? And as much as possible, you want to be looking at your reference image more, right? For like more so than the paper. So I'm going to start. Let me see. Yeah, let me switch over to here. Where I'm going to start at is right where my mouse is, that corner. Okay, that corner where the stem of the leaf ends and the leaf itself begins. So I'm going to locate the point on my paper where that's closest relative to the composition. And really slowly, even slower than I'm going, okay? I'm going to draw this line and follow the contour of that leaf very, very closely. Give yourself plenty of time to do this. I'm only checking in with my paper with quick glances for the most part, and you can check the video, okay? To verify, for the most part, I got my eyes up on my reference image. Okay? This is a really great exercise for you to develop some trust in your hands. All right, I'm gonna lift my pencil, finish off that branch. I'm gonna come back in there for the leaves of the veins of the leaf. All right. Now that I have some reference point, I'm gonna start on this leaf. See that it kind of curls in like that. Okay. Go slow. Can't stress that enough. These are irregular, organic lines. If you're drawing a natural object like this, you want to be skillful at drawing this type of line. As much as possible, make it continuous like I am. I'm doing my best not to lift my pencil off the paper. If I absolutely have to, I will. And we got the pointy portion of it popping out over here. All right. I'm going to move on to the leaf. It's beginning kind of over here. Sort of curls in on itself. Now, as you're drawing this, be very patient with yourself, okay? You might come out with some results where it's tricky, okay? It's tricky to draw like this and have things come out looking accurate and proportional. But with enough practice, I promise you, this is a really, really useful drawing technique. Okay, especially for painting, for setting up your paintings. All right. Now that I'm here, I think I want to get into where the branches are at. Here's the beginning of another leaf coming up this way. There's a sort of bud over here. And here is the stem of this leaf. Okay. Let's go over here. I'm going to start at the stem of the leaf down here. So it terminates in kind of a bulb where the branch is at. Right now, I'm following the tip of the leaf, sort of turned inward, like this. Still haven't lifted my pencil. Now I'm at another edge of the leaf. I'm going to kind of improvise my way around. So I'm back over here. What I got is not a perfect photocopy, okay? There's some minor mistakes here and there. The main thing about this isn't to produce something, an exact replica. At least not yet, not when you're starting out, okay? People do get skilled enough to do that with this technique, but for now, the main practice I want you to get is in using your eye and your hand to draw what you're actually seeing, okay? Instead of an idea or a cartoon of what you're seeing. So I'm going to finish off this portion of the leaf. Got some branches, or more like stems, coming here. And then we got the tip of a leaf beginning right there. As you do this, you're probably going to notice things that you haven't really noticed before about leaves. For instance, I didn't really notice how on maple leaves like this, one side stays yellowish while the other side gets more brown, that orange color, you know? That makes you curious why. It makes me curious why. Okay. Let's keep going. When I'm drawing the thickness of these small, thin stems, I am looking at my paper, okay? But when my eye is following sort of a meandering organic curve, I'm looking more at the image. Okay, that's what you want to get in the practice of. Initially, what comes more naturally is to look at your paper because you're kind of concerned about what you're putting down. You don't really trust your hand as much. That will change the more you practice this. Now again, as a reminder, I'm moving pretty quickly for the sake of this video being as short as possible, but you move slow, way slow, okay? Please, please, please. Some of these edges of the leaves that are in the background, you're going to have to estimate them the best you can because of the stylistic blurring and the focal distance kind of manipulation that's happening with the photo. Just do the best you can with it. Kind of grouping of leaves right here. I like how there's some leaves behind this leaf. I think I'm almost there in terms of covering every leaf I saw. Did I hit most of the stems? It's getting kind of harder to tell. I did miss some leaves over here. Okay. So I got the outlines of all the leaves. I might have missed some, but so long as you get 90% of them, okay, that's fine. Got the outlines. I got the branch. I feel like I got most of the stems. I'm just gonna add another leaf here. Let's get to these leaf veins. The leaf veins, the central vein over here wants to have a little bit of thickness, but taper off to nothing. The rest are straight are lines, okay? The lines that fade off as they get closer and closer to the tips. They branch off. Don't make these up, okay? Actually look at the image. Look at it real close. You know, observe the actual intervals at which these smaller veins branch off the larger ones. Really study this. You know, be out to notice something and appreciate something that you haven't seen or noticed before. All right. Some of the veins that aren't super visible, I'm just going to leave them out. But the ones that are, I'm going to try to capture them. Okay. That one leaf has the most visible veins. Maybe this one over here, but it starts to get a little muddled the farther away it goes from the focal point. I see a pretty visible one on this leaf right here. Adding these veins in does help to give the leaf a little more recognizability as a leaf. You know, this leaf right now with a lot of crumples, I see a vein kind of coming down like this. A vein sort of coming over the surface in a curve like that. Yeah, that helps to give it a little more sense of dimension. And a vein coming here. And again over here. It's hard to tell because of all the browning and the spots. But if you look closely enough, you should be able to see them. I think I want to add a couple as I observe them over here on this leaf. And these veins that kind of wrap around. Yeah, helps to give that sense, that leaf a sense of like the topology, how it's sort of curving around itself. Okay. I would leave it at that. You know, so I got the outlines of the leaves, got the branches, and I've got the leaf veins for the leaves where I can see them. So, can't wait to see yours. Good luck drawing.